Hey yo guys, how's it going? Tally here, and today I'm going to talk to you about what again I think is a pretty underrated fun deck this format at the kind of more rogue level. It's Dragon Link. Now how the mighty have fallen, we're going to dive in, but first in order to do that you're going to have to like, you're going to have to subscribe to join Team Tally, and of course comment down below your thoughts on the deck. Let's dive in. Alrighty, I'm going to try something new, slightly inspired by the absolute legend Sir Eminon. I'm going to kind of go for this mostly by engine to talk about what the engine itself does. Now realistically, this deck is just loads of extenders, but each engine has its own use. So we are going to start off our Rokket engine with 3 Rokket Tracer. We're going to have 1 Recharger, 1 Silver Rokket, 1 Synchron, 3 Noctovision, because quite frankly I think this is possibly one of the coolest extenders in the deck because it starts your early plays and protects your early plays. And also we have Absolute Dragon, just a one-off because we can search things like Dragon Ravine. And to top it off we have Boot Sector Launch for one of our spells and 3 Quick Launches. So let's break this down. This is our main Rokket of the deck. It can summon another Rokket from the deck. It's a tuner, it can go into Halki Fibrax plays. It's so good, it makes your Borreload savage, plus you can recur it. It's so good. We have our Rokket Synchron, which is just kind of a needle fiber target. We have Rokket Recharger, which is more so for your grind game, helps you kind of push through and revive certain dark dragons that you want to get. Really helps for when Unchained Abomination is in the graveyard. Silver Rokket really is just a target for Unchained Abomination, allows you to pop it, get a sneak peek at the extra deck. Noctovision, when a dark dragon is special summoned, you can special summon it from hand, and when it's linked away you get to draw a card. Absoluter is basically just Rota for any of our Rockets. Boot Sector Launch allows you to summon some from hand or graveyard depending on the situation. And Quick Launches just says summon a Rokket from deck. It's like not once per turn, and it's one of the best extenders in the deck. It's good at the start, end, middle of a combo, good on like turn 1, good on turn 100 really. Next we have what I'm going to call the Chaos Dragon engine. We have 3 Starleash Safer, which allows to search our 2 Black Dragon Collapse Serpent. And realistically, these are again just kind of the aim for this is a 1 card Dragon Link 2 that allows us to really get some momentum on our plays. Some people have cut Safer in favour of just you only using Chaos Space. To be honest, I think I've got that many good targets for both of these cards, it's so worth it playing 2. Yeah, this is probably the weakest normal summon because it can in fact die to Ash, but the deck has so many extenders that even if this gets ashed, I can get into these no problem, and these are just insane extenders. Next we have what I'm going to call the Dragoonity package. It's really small, just Phalanx, Divine Lance and Dragon Ravine. Now, Lance and Phalanx really are just to get another dragon body on board, easily searchable. If you happen to open this then you're going to search this and vice versa. Really, I would prefer to see, search Lance, but either, to be honest, these aren't bricks, they are extenders, they're combo pieces, they're very good. And then moving on we have Black Metal Dragon, 3 of these guys, probably the best normal summon in the deck because it allows us to search out a Darkness Metal Dragon, which again follows our ethos of a 1 card Dragon Link 2. Darkness Metal Dragon is again, it's fine to open it, not amazing, but it's fine to open it, it's fine to search it and extend into it, like it's just an evergreen kind of card. And now I have just kind of miscellaneous dragon extenders that I'm quite fond of. I think this card is really good. It's a backup Chaos Space target that's pretty much always live because when you special summon it with its effect, it goes to the bottom of the deck. It's a level 8, so if you want to play some rank 8s, more power to you. The deck would probably have a flex spot, I would say, somewhere in the extra deck. Another amazing card, Chaos Dragon Levianeer, Omni Dragon Brotar to search our Levianeer, and of course Tempest. Again, all of these cards just aren't really bad. I would say the worst one is Levianeer at the start of your turn, but as your turn starts to build, if you've opened this, you've managed to get a couple of Darks Engrave, even if they hit you with an interruption, this is now a live extender. And the deck just wants to extend and extend and extend. And realistically, that is our main deck monsters for all of our engine pieces. You can see pretty much any hand in this deck and it's a kind of 2.5 card combo to get you the full shebang. I'm also playing some hand traps. I'm playing Free Go Spell. Now the reason I'm playing free Ghost Spell is because I don't personally own Skullmeister yet. I think Skullmeister is actually slightly better than Ghost Spell, and I think it does have an edge over Ghost Spell just because it's more flexible in what it can do. But if you don't have Skullmeister and you've got some Ghost Spell, that's fine, it's a fine pick. We also have free Ash because while Ash isn't amazing against the meta decks primarily, I do think there's a lot of rogue decks in which it can hurt, and again, I'm thinking of the context in which this deck is going to exist. You're probably going to be playing up against mostly kind of casual to rogue decks, maybe tier 2, tier 3 picks. Okay, and for the final hand traps, I'm also running a free Gamma, 1 Driver. Realistically, I picked this hand trap package, again, kind of minus Skullmeisters, because I think it's not the worst and not the best, right? Ash is good against a lot of rogue decks, Gamma can shut down on a rogue deck's entire turn, Ghost Spell's not bad, even against the meta decks, Driver is a brick, but again, Gamma can be really good against the kind of meta decks in the right spot, same as Ash. I do implore you to really tailor your side deck to these more meta decks and really hammer them individually because they don't share enough similarities for one set of hand traps in particular to really hammer them. Alrighty, but that's our monsters, all of them. For our spells, I'm running free World Legacy Guard Dragon, I'm running a Monster Reborn, and free Chaos Space. I think realistically, you just want to see extenders. Running this at free is fine, like your deck is full of dragons, if you use one and you open it next turn, that's fine. The Monster Reborn is a bit better version, except it doesn't have the bonus effect. Chaos Space, one of the best starters in the deck, and it also helps you recur banished dragon monsters. There's like no reason to not use it. And moving on to our extra deck, we have got a myriad of dragons. We are running 2 Striker Dragon, because 2 is the right number, 1 Pisty, 1 Elpie, and that's our Link 1s. Realistically, this gets your Boot Sector launch. If you happen to get Noct Division Dragon as well, you can chain block with Noct Division Dragon, and of course we know what Elpie and Pisty do, they just summon dragons from deck in the graveyard / banish zone. We have Spheres. We have Dillingerous Dragon, Quad Bottle Dragon, still in love with these two, I think they're fantastic combo extenders. Halqifibrax and Protector Whelp and Dragoonity Knight Romulus. Realistically, I actually would prefer to make this Lambda, but this card comes in real handy if you've been hit and you kind of need to make a wonky play where you set up like an LP under one of your extra monster zones and then go into this to make another like extender to have the zones line up. To be honest though, it's not awful. Crystron Halqifibrax, again, just a good extender. You don't always use it now, but it's still there and it's still so good. And Spheres is kind of one of the cut targets that we want to end on because it's just so powerful. It does a lot against kind of like so many cards you want to bounce. There's so many pieces that you want to interact with, and not only can it set up a bounce, but it can then also set up more pieces of destruction with some of our Link 4s. And for our Link 4s, the one I was kind of talking about there, Unchained Abomination. Once you get popping, you can like bounce with Spheres. You can then go ahead and summon a Tracer. Tracer can then go ahead and pop itself, trigger an Unchained Abomination to get another pop and searches. You've got Borrow Sword to close out games, Apollousa Bow the Goddess to kind of set up negates if you've got that extra extender, Access Code Talker to break apart boards, and finally we have our big boy, our kind of main guy of the deck, Borrowed Savage Dragon. And that's it, that is my deck profile. I think it works really well, and I do think you kind of want to tailor the hand traps more to your local meta and the cards that you're going to be playing against. And this deck really has a lot of power in the side deck, so let me know if you want to see a video on how to side deck in Dragon Link. As always, if you like it, give it a like, if you love it, give it a share and tell everyone you know about Team Tally today. And if you haven't joined Team Tally, what are you doing? If you've made it this far, make sure to drop a sub. As always, you've been amazing. I have been Tally. I'll catch you all later. Bye!